So a super investor just bought more Palantir stock, which you guys probably know who this is unless you've been living under a rock the past couple of years. We're going to break down how many shares they bought, how many shares they own, and of course, like we always do, we'll break down the price action, the charts here, and some other news that we got around Palantir stock or Palantir the company. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, come on, make sure to follow me on X. It's free at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below, and you might as well get your stocks from Moomoo, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, also linked down below. We'll talk more about that later, and with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 12 on the East Coast, so we're smack dab right in the middle of the day, and Palantir stock is up almost 2% right now. It's at $17.54, and earlier it was actually almost at 18 bucks per share. We hit $17.70, and that's in the midst of an overall flat type of day here in the stock market. We have the Russell up 0.2%, the Nasdaq's down about 7 points, or about 0.05%, pretty much at break even. The S&P is at break even, as the Dow's at break even as well, and we have the VIX down over 2, actually almost 3% now on the day. The VIX is at 1269, which is that another fresh low on the VIX here, guys? What the heck is going on, man? The VIX, actually, no, it's not a fresh low, but we're pretty much right near that 1245 low that we hit about 2-ish weeks ago. So the VIX is getting squashed, markets are at break even pretty much, and we have Palantir stock moving in the right direction, which in this case is up, right? It's green. It's up 1.8%, and that's after it got squashed from $28.85 down to about $17, which we hit that a couple of days ago. And who knows, there could be more downside, there could be more red, but as of now, we have been consolidating over the past day and a half, almost 2 days at this point in time, in the low mid 17s. That's where we've been consolidating. So now we're down, let's see, about $4 and some change here. In other words, we're about 20% down from the recent highs. So we're actually in a bear market right now on Palantir stock. So let's actually talk about who bought this stock, how many shares they own. Then we'll break down the charts a little bit later, more later in the video. So let me actually come over here very quickly, guys, to Safari, and you probably guessed it, Kathy Wood is the super investor who bought more Palantir stock. So let's cover that, how many shares she owns, all that good stuff. So this website here, which they're not sponsoring the video, but I just pulled it up, and it just shows all of her moves, her recent moves, her buys, her sells. I used to get those email updates, but honestly, I unsubscribed about 2 years ago from those email updates because they kind of got annoying every single day, her buys, her sells. Quite frankly, I don't really care that much. But in this case, when it comes to Palantir, pretty interesting. She bought 1.2 million shares in her flagship ETF, which is the ARKK ETF. You guys can see if I zoom in, December 6th is the day of the trade, I believe, right? Yeah, that's the date that's listed here, December 6th. She bought, again, 1.201 million shares, and that's another 0.25% of her ETF. So just realize how big her ETF is if she buys 1.2 million, and that's only adding 0.25% of the fund weight, or it's 0.25% of the fund weight, which is actually insane. So she bought more Palantir stock, adding to her existing position, which if I could pull this up, you'll see how many shares she actually owns. Give me a second here, guys. There we go. So if you guys can see here, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see Palantir is actually the 21st largest holding in this portfolio. So it's out of the top 10. You can see right here, we have PLTR at 21. You can see she owns 7.7 million shares of Palantir, at least here in the ARKK ETF, guys. I'm not sure about the other ETFs, how many shares she owns in the other ones, but in this one, her flagship ETF, 7.7 million shares at a market value of $133 million. And the crazy thing is, guys, her Palantir position, you'd think maybe it's 5-10% of the ETF. It's actually a lot smaller than that. It's at 1.6% of the ETF, you guys can see. And again, it is the 21st largest holding in her flagship ETF at 20 or 21. That means it's under companies like Beam Therapeutics, Exact Sciences, Intellia Therapeutics, which some of these I've never even heard of. It's under Teladoc, Robinhood, Shopify, and make sure you guys subscribe because tomorrow on Saturday, I have a video coming out going over Cathie Wood's top 10 stocks. So if you guys want to see that and you want to see my thoughts on her top 10 holdings, make sure to subscribe because tomorrow we have a video coming out exactly on that topic. So that's a breakdown here of how many shares she owns, how many shares she just bought, and it's crazy that it's only 1.6% of the ARKK ETF. Now, let's come back over here to Safari so I can show you guys some other news around Palantir. So I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but Fujitsu, I can't even say that company right. I think it's Fujitsu, right? Fujitsu and Palantir Japan KK, let me zoom in so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about here, have announced an agreement to develop a strategic global partnership. This came out, I believe, yesterday, or was it earlier today? Either way, focusing on solutions for societal issues and the acceleration of business transformation. Fujitsu initially entered into a strategic collaboration with Palantir back in 2020, seeking to strengthen propositions around digital transformation in the Japanese market. And since then, Fujitsu, I can't say that without laughing, has been Palantir Japan's exclusive flagship technology partner in Japan, working with customers across manufacturing, utility, financial services, and of course, public sectors. Under the partnership, the new partnership, Fujitsu will develop services that incorporate the capabilities of Palantir Foundry, which integrates and manages large-scale data distributed across Palantir's various systems into the into the data infrastructure for Fujitsu Uvance and Palantir AIP, which you guys know what AIP is, which activates LLMs and other AI on customers' private networks, will also be integrated and provided to customers, and Fujitsu will first work to develop or deliver, services in the ESG management and SCM areas that contribute to solving societal issues and business transformation and gradually expand to other areas. These will be provided to the Japan market in full year 23 and then expand to North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific markets in full year 24. So that's a quick breakdown on this partnership that they're pretty much expanding with Fujitsu, which is very good news overall for Palantir. And now let's get back to the charts, guys. Give me a second here. And by the way, if you're finding value, make sure to hit that like button. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always, and that really helps me out overall in the algorithm. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more content. It's completely free to subscribe here on YouTube, by the way. And I think 45-50% of you guys watch the videos, but you're actually not subscribed. So if that's you, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all as always. So before we get too excited about Cathie Wood buying the new partnership, the expansion of this partnership, we still have to realize that this stock is in a downtrend over the past couple of weeks, and it's really not showing any signs of a full-on breakout quite yet, at least. Yes, it is consolidating. It's looking pretty good the past couple of days. It's up around 1.6% right now, but we're not fully breaking out quite yet, and really we're not seeing any signs of it. Yes, we're consolidating, but we're not fully seeing a breakout or any signs of a relief rally either, right? This is just simply consolidation in my opinion. And what you have to watch out for, what I'm watching out for, especially here on these charts, guys, is the 4-hour time frame and that channel that we talked about a couple of videos ago. Yesterday, I didn't make any videos, but I think it was 2 days ago I talked about this. We can see this channel is still well intact. It's still clearly here on the 4-hour chart. And if we do get a bounce, sure, maybe we do start pushing back to the top of the channel. But like I said, guys, we're not getting any confirmation of that quite yet. And for all we know, we could have more downside work to do, maybe towards the mid-15s, high 15s, low 16s. That is still totally in the cards here for Palantir, at least in my opinion. So keep your eyes on this time frame here for the, the macro perspective, if you will. And on the 5-day, 5-minute intraday charts, you guys will see what's going on in the very short term and what direction we're picking. Because again, as of now on the 5-day, we're still, technically consolidating in the past or over the past 1 to 2.5 days. So let's see what direction we pick. That's what it comes down to here in the very, very short term with Palantir stock. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And guys, before you click off the video, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Once you open up your account using that link down below and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you want to up the ante a little bit, fund your account with at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks you just got, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So what are you waiting for? Use that link down below, or again, go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all later.